Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Okay, Nigel. Ready for parlays.
Game on, baby.
Activating single-game parlays for all your favorite sports.
Touchdown!
Nice moves, Nigel.
Unibet, home of all the parlays, home of all the action.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
they certainly did a great job preparing this ice for this weekend's competition. So,
and hats off to the volunteers. And the work they put in, taking the glass down, removing the netting, and putting in the carpet, the ice, the foam, the whole 9 yards.
a little bit of a local flavor here. Of course, Krista Taylor from Kenora is shooting now, playing third for the McCormick rink. How did you like to treat that first end of the big? You played in many big events, Ray. You know that first end. Of course, you want to feel out your other team, and they do have practices before the game, so you kind of get a feel of the weight in that. But once that game started, it's game on. You like to mess it up a little bit off the start, or how would you approach that?
I think personally, I like to play it a little more conservative. You don't want to be giving up big ends at the beginning of the game. It's tough chasing back, of course, but trying to keep it conservative is generally the way a lot of these teams go, especially early in the week when they're just getting a feel for the ice.
Certainly the 5-rock rule is, which we're playing at this event, where you can make no takeouts in the early ends to get that play going. Otherwise, it's a pretty boring game the way we used to play it, right? In the early days where it was kept clean and a lot of blanks. This year, kind of thrown into competing right off the start.
Yeah, well, they don't have the 3 guard zones per se. It's the no tick zone rule, and of course that. Generally means that for the first 5 rocks, any rock touching any portion of the center line, you can't remove it, or you can't bump it over, as what they used to do with a shot called the Regal. And I guess Curling Canada has adopted the new rules this year for the playdowns and for the Brier and the Scotties and into the world. So this is for some of these coaches, probably the first time that they're playing the no-tick zone.
Well, we're just coming into Skip's Rocks here. Of course, McCarville Holt won the draws to the button to get Hammer in the first end. You always like to have Hammer in the first end in case it's a shaky start. It's always good to win that competition part of it.
Yeah, McCormick seems to have control this first end here. If she makes this open hit, she's going to be lane 3 by the looks of it. So that's going to force McCarville's hand. She's looking at being forced here to take one, possibly.
Right on the button. Looks like line 3 from McCarville, so certainly a good line 3 for McCormick. Pardon. Certainly, like you said, we're forcing the hand, so a little bit of thinking about here. Of course, we're live streaming this game, and we know there's a lot of viewers out there from a long ways away, and we want to encourage you to get on the chat portion of this broadcast and tell us where you're from. Send any questions along that if we don't know, we'll find out for you, and really interact with us in Kenora if you can't make it down, of course, to the Kenora Rec Center. Well, she is facing 3, but at least they're all spread out and wide open. First, we looked at the McCormick rink. There's Skip Jackie McCormick. Playing third, Crystal Taylor, then from Kenora. Playing second is Jennifer Gates. And her sister is playing lead, Amanda Gates. The Gates are from Sudbury. So we just watched this shot coming down the ice. Line 3. Just to have her opting. Okay, decision making right from the start. Ray, you played the draw. Or because it's a first end, you're going to play the hit all day long, right?
All day. You're facing 3 all day long. You're playing this hit.
The ice will be adjusting from first end, even though they've had practice on earlier to break that pebble. But yeah, still will be constantly changing from first end on.
Yeah, we're getting some times and probably even the 14.5-second range for draw. It's going to get quicker.
Here goes McCarville. The force one. Nice shot. Right on the nose. So they take an early 1-0 lead, a little bit of pressure, but they got through it. They've seen it before. So 1-0 lead for McCarville over McCormick.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby!
Arr! Ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.
Okay, it looks like we're back live from the Kenora Curling Club. McCarville took a early 1-0 lead over McCormick. Both teams, like we mentioned before, undefeated. So in a round robin play, we may be looking at, I'm not early yet in the round robin, but we may be looking at possibly the finals here. Ray. Certainly they jumped out in front of the back.
I'd definitely say these are 2 playoff hopefuls, that's for sure. A bit of a flash in that hit, and they're all looking at each other like possibly a picked. Tight guard, but it looks like it's going to be about halfway. tick zone rule, you cannot move that last guard placed on the center line. If it happens to be ticked off the center line, the non-offending team can put it back in position.
Of course, Ray, you were saying if it was raised into the rings.
Again, the non-offending team has the choice to leave it there and put it back. And the shooting lock actually is removed from play.
These teams are just getting better and better. They keep on having to change the rules so that we have more of a game. Like I said, back in our days, it was quite boring. The team got up on you and just ran you out of rocks for 6 or more ends. So it's definitely evolved.
So true. You know, I did play in games where if a team got 2 points, for the rest of the game they threw hits at everything and just ran you out of rocks. Giving away our age, though, Greg. Talking about games like that.
Well, if you don't know it by now, we're old. But still love the game, so it's. I think it's just improving every year. Nice shot there. McCormick's got feels now that they have to clean this up a little bit. Okay, good clear off there. I was going to replace that one up front. Maybe a little bit tighter this time. Set up the 2 rocks in the rings right now. One back of the tee. Not something you kind of want, but sometimes you're forced into that where rocks behind the tee line are not always a good thing.
No, they're not always your friend. These rocks appear to be finishing well at the end after they cross the hog line.
Right, talking to the ice maker, Tom Leonard, we had a chance, both of us, to talk with him earlier in the week, and number one man, Brent Adamson, also from Kenora, by the way, now hailing out of Thunder Bay, but they've got this dialed right in. Yeah, they said we expect to see a lot of curl from just outside the hog line in, and that's exactly what we got. So, Fryer and Scotty type ice.
Good shot.
Looks like the rock's a little bit open. McCormick's going to try to come around here and just tap that back. Hopefully, got a center guard there and maybe flop in front of that a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like you can see about half of that. Should be able to get around it and tap it back. Might even be able to get around and get an inside roll.
Honestly, though, like we could have probably.
Sweepers are getting called off now, so should be close. What a great shot.
Yeah.
Early on second end, and like I said, they're coming out shoot.
A little bit of a chop and lie, as I call those shots.
There's a turn from the past, eh? Crystal Taylor from Kenora has to clear off the front. Somebody asked earlier on the chat portion of the club why McCormick was playing out of Stratton, and we can answer that for you. Of course, Jackie McCormick is that's her hometown. So she was born in the Stratton area and just returns there every chance she gets. Whole family is from that area, and all curlers. Surprise, surprise. But that's why she's listed out of the Stratton Curling Club.
Looks like we're getting a bit of an overcurl on that upturned guard. Should give McCormick the opportunity to maybe get out of this end or make a play on that top 4-foot rock and possibly slip in behind the guard with a bit of a hit and roll here.
Mr. Taylor's second shot. Red Rocks.
Line is close. Nice roll.
Nice roll with the gem at the back, but yeah, the important part is roll in behind cover.
Absolutely. That opens the door now for a chance for two. They've got that rock rolled in behind the corner guard. McCarville has two choices here. She can guard her own, or she can peel the guard to try to prevent that. But no, she's going for the guard.
Krista McCarville just stepping into the hack.
She asked for a little bit more ice. Rocks tend to be finishing hard, they say, across the hot line.
On it.
There it goes, just as I said earlier, they're breaking hard.
Finished a little more than she liked. Over center line, wide open for a chance for Jackie McCormick to lay one down on it.
Having second thoughts over something, possibly looking at just tapping that back.
Looks like she adjusted a little bit there.
Well, they were reviewing Plan A and Plan B. Back when we played, I think we even had a Plan C.
Yeah, there's always a that's the nice part about this game. There's always a shot you can make or a shot you can try. You're never, especially in the game today, you always have something. You know.
Well, there's a lot of rocks in play. You're right. There could be lots of opportunities.
the outside of the rings.
Yeah, it looks from here like she hung on the edge of the 8.
And yeah, it looks like 1-2 for Red. McCarville will be playing that side. In on that one. And not wanting to take too many chances early.
No, she wants to make it as tough as she can for McCormick to get to, at least by hitting this and rolling towards the center. She's going to make it a little harder. No, it's going to probably roll out.
It looks like a free draw here for...
Well, free draw, it's a full 8 foot anyway, full 12 foot.
So far, it looks like they've got their weight down dialed in at least, and I haven't seen them struggle too much with that.
These are great draws to have early in the game. Gives the opportunity for the skip to, well, we'll call it a free draw. A free draw, they're going to be playing for the tee line, and gives the sweepers and the shooter, the skip in this case, an opportunity to practice their draw.
Jackie McCormick. Lovely, they haven't touched it so far. Wind is indicated that it's far right. They haven't laid a brush to it.
Not so free. Back to the drawing board.
It's not so free. Well, Gorman just scored 1, so that ties her up 1-1. And we'll return for the third end of this game.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby! Arr, ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.
Went down to help out. Looks like we're back, folks. 1-1 tie, now playing the third in. First drop, of course, sliding into the rings. McCormick had a chance there for 2. However, just slid deep into the rings and got her 1. Looks like we had I asked for a roll call earlier, of course, using the chat portion on the side. Looks like we got some responses. Viewers from basically all around this Ray. We've got Berwick, Nova Scotia, to Thunder Bay, to Stratton, Ontario, home of Jackie McCormick. River Falls in Wisconsin, USA. So we're going international. And we got a viewer here from Halifax, Nova Scotia. So yeah, if any of you are watching from the outside, just chime in on the chat. Tell us where you're from. Oh, another viewer just in from Calgary. So They're watching all over. Well, McCormick's going into the rings with first 2 shots. Quite want to mix it up early. Cargill obviously trying to make a play on that early. Awesome.
Cargill wants to utilize that corner guard, so she's looking for a little bit of a hit and roll here.
Possible double there, or if not, move them around at least.
No, she's. I think if you make this hit and roll, you probably have a good chance to make the double.
Just clipped it by just a game of inches. But
Jackie's trying to remove this stone and roll away from the guard, keep the play away from that guard.
Make it a little bit harder on them to, like you said, Ray, to stay away from that guard. She obviously wants to force play behind, but sometimes this curling game is not what you make, it's what you leave.
Absolutely. And the thing here is if you roll too far, Krista's going to be utilizing that guard with the draw. She'll come around it anyway.
Nose hit, it's still in the rings. And McCarville will be looking at the outside one or possibly coming around the other way. She likes that. I don't know if she wants to venture out onto that green ice a little bit this important shot. So she's playing it safe. I'm going to hit and roll in behind.
Definitely the safer shot, given that rock's on the edge of the floor.
Straight nose hit.
I think they're just satisfied with exchanging rocks at this point.
Still getting a feel for it. Like I said, nobody wants to give up a big end and get behind the 8 ball off the start.
No.
Good nose hit so far. She's been right where we expected it to be, Ray, from 2 undefeated teams. Look on the ice and look in the stats. There's more hearts out here than you'll see on Valentine's Day.
That's coming up soon. We should be planning for that.
A lot of these ladies, of course, have been in the Canadian Championships, so it's certainly a field of stars from Northern Ontario. red line 2. Crystal Taylor in the half. Who wants one top of the rings? Right in the center line. Make it a little hard for McCarville to shrink the rings down and make it a little harder being that tight to come around it and get any more than 1 point.
They're looking at coming around now.
A little bit on the nose there and bumps it slightly back.
Perfect.
Still, everything's still in front of the tee line, which is nice.
Well, we're definitely looking at a double here and possibly a roll in behind. He's probably going to throw some weight with this one. Definitely the weight is there.
Just misses the double, but he rolls out. So McCormick will attempt to put that back up there again on her first shot. Take a little bit more ice. Probably feels that it's going to have a little less weight than Crystal had on her last shot.
I think you're going to want this guard close, though.
Well, the way they're warping in there in the house area, yeah, the closer you are, the harder it is to come around and bury one.
Jackie probably wouldn't even mind having this top rings.
Now wheat looks pretty good.
Starting to finish.
And slide.
There we go. Top rings directly in front.
That's what she asked for. Well, have to make an attempt here to run this back. Double. Also looking at, always got something rain. Also looking at that outside one, but elects to play the double here. McCarville's first rock. Line's good. Not touching it. Close. Oh, and again another tip. Kind of locked behind 2 guards, but still 4 foot's open.
Yeah, you're not getting that rock now. Those guards are staggered. Jackie's got a couple options here. Either she goes around the guard again to the edge of the board or tries to block off the path to the fairway, which I believe she's going for. She's probably really looking to put this in the top eight area.
Right. Top 8. If she's a little bit later, of course they'll leave it high. You don't want to be heavy on this shot, so you don't want to be behind the tee and create an easy pocket. Trying to make it as hard as she can to force McCarville to take her single point. Keeping it clean. And it'll start to go. We're going to go right now. Suck it over. Line looks good. Line looks good. They'll bring it as deep as they can. And pretty well covers that shot. I mean, there's a way around and lots of room around it, but forces them out to the outside.
Yeah, I moved the broom out to the inside a little bit. You were right there. She did miss on the pro side there. You don't want to be deep on that shot. She pulled a little bit of a string, but it is doing its job.
Exactly. Yeah, the whole idea of forcing to one, and she's done that well. So. Krista in the hack. Needs at least full four, half a four. It's not moving yet. As it hits that hog line, she should start to work. It's still out there. Judges, good judging the rocks there. And right there, full four. Takes a 2-1 lead. Nice shot by McCarville. Takes an early 2-1 lead. We'll be right back with our fourth in.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby! Arr! Ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.
Now, welcome back, folks. We're back, Ray and I, at the Kenora Curling Club, or Kenora Curling Club, the Kenora Rec Center, sorry, with the both the women and men's Northern Ontario playdowns. We're featuring the game of McCarville and McCormick, and McCarville on the third end, forced to take one for a 2-1 lead. Just starting here the fourth end. Big shout out to Trevor Bonneau, of course, the brother of Jackie McCormick, who's also playing in this event, and our proud people from Stratton, Ontario. So yes, Jackie asked me to give a shout out to all those people in Stratton who are probably tuning in after they're probably at the curling club when you think, right? You know, that's what people do in Stratton. They curl, obviously, because they're pumping out curlers in the in crazy amount. So yeah, shout out to their family down in Stratton. And good luck as everybody's chiming in on the chat. Good luck to you, Trevor, on the men's side. Well, pretty tight game race so far. All a bunch of single points. Nobody's forcing the issue. Nobody's kind of messing it up early.
Well, this end could be different. We've got a couple guards out there already, and McCarville's going to go for a shot around those two guards right now. However, it looks a little on the light side, in my opinion, so it's going to be in play as a third guard. Jackie doesn't like that. She's going to try to tidy it up a bit.
A little bit too much up front for her liking.
Has a chance here to get both blues and roll out.
Shot. Might be enough. It's spinning, so it might be enough. Yeah, it gets them both. Good shot. Line's good. Okay, so far. Great. Looks like this one's going to be into the rings.
It's finishing now.
Right behind. A little bit out the other side. So, like I said earlier, Ray, it's certainly moving in the log line in. Jackie attempting to place one on top of that one.
She's attempting to place it on top, or even if she moves it back 6 inches, it would be fine. Line looks good. There we go. She moved it back.
Back a little bit. Looks like blue is still shot, but going hard, everything's in play.
Yeah.
Something you can promote later on.
Absolutely. And behind the cornerback.
And behind the corner.
Attempting to follow this shot down.
It looks not bad. Should finish at the last little bit. A little bit heavier than the last one, but nonetheless, right on top. It looks like still Blue County. They're all in a row. I hear you thinking, Ray, what do you...
Well, I'm just looking at the screen here, and I see they just popped that red shot rod just out into the open. Jackie's got to be very careful with that.
She is talking about possibly getting rid of that front one. We're looking at a slash across. Kristen's first shot, Kristen Taylor's first shot.
I'm going to try to release that back blue rock. We'll bring the weight up a little bit. I believe she called hack weight. Let's try to bump that back blue.
A little bit tight here. Looks like she's going to be on the front
Yeah.
front red. So, actually on the other side, but it does open it up. So it goes up with that shot. So it's open. Let's see what Jackie tries. Almost looking behind, to go behind there. You got a few shots to try here.
Yes, they're looking for team consent here, whether you draw in behind, draw into the pile, try to pick the red out of there. Looks like they're going to try to release that red from the pocket.
Somewhat of board weight looks like by the ice. Up board. They haven't touched it so far. Lots of room. Line's good. Now they go on it. And of course it warps over. Quite move anything in that pile.
They're definitely cutting down the scoring zone.
That's true.
Jackie's going to try to follow that one in.
Indicated that she was a little bit tight, so their sweepers are going on it. And a little inside, a little bit light. Not a good combination, Ray.
Not at all, tight and light.
One good news for McCormick is, like you said, there is a red locked in there. And it looks like
I wouldn't say locked. That red looks like there's a lot of space between the blues.
Yeah, possibly could be taken out of there, but
I don't think it's going to stay there long.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's I'm sure I didn't catch the call there, but I'm going to guess that she's going to try to draw right on top of the floor. Yep. Can't tell from this angle, but did they lay two blues?
it almost looks like that, Ray. The one on
that back one,
both side, and yeah, that one's it's hard. We do have an overhead view, but it's pretty close anyway. It's hard to tell from the angle that the camera's in. We're going on this one. It's got enough weight. Now it starts to bend.
Strong sweeping.
Yes, they drank that one a long
Look
ways.
at that. Nice shot.
And, well in front on top of the rings. Here's our overhead view. We looks like blue lion 2. Get that red out of there. This could be a big end. But you only have one shot to do. Of course, they're looking to steal it.
Right, Jackie's got hammered. She's still looking at 2. How to develop 2 there.
get on the top blue and really move things around?
Looks like she might be. Looks like there's a possible double, a triple on the blues, and she could promote her own red. She hits this right, she could come out of this lane second and third shot, I think.
Jackie McCormick set to deliver. Yeah, certainly up weight. She's going for this one. Sweeper on it. Almost there. Move things around.
Well, she got third shot. Unfortunately, that rock is wide open.
McCormick look to remove that. Put the pressure on Jackie on her last shot.
Or does she need to? She's laying 2.
Well, I think she's looking at that. She's looking at possibly hitting the red, maybe bumping over the blue and creating a hard entrance into the four. Also, just indicated maybe we just play a guard here.
Well, there's that option, but one shot is you remove that red rock and stay there. You're looking at where you're sitting 4, and the other skip's sitting down at the hack looking at 4, their last shot.
And if she does tap that blue one, come off and just tap the blue one, with almost a 3/4 hitting that red rock,
she could slide right in behind.
She could slide right in behind. She could bump it over. Worst case scenario, it does open it up a little, but like you said, Ray, you're facing 4. So tugging on the old nerve strings. But in the end, I think she's electing to just play a guard on this one.
Yeah, she appears to be satisfied with the 2, laying 2 in the guard. Perfect guard here would mean that McCormick's going to have to probably slide off her own rock in order to get one here.
Staying out now, starting to move in, so they'll work it.
Should finish hard.
And it's sliding a little deeper. Pump her own blue. Yeah. Kind of blocked off everything.
It did.
I don't know if there's a path through there to that one behind the tee line. What else she would have? Certainly left her with a tough shot.
That turned out to be a really good guard. It's my favorite shot. Guard in the house.
One of the hardest.
What are we looking at here? They've got a raise. It's either a double raise, the 4 foot.
You're almost conceding, wouldn't feel bad if she gave up 2 here. So she's trying that high run back.
There is a bit of a court there. comes.
Back to get a good touchdown at the line. That's close.
Oh my God.
Well, there was a worse thing you could do, and she was close to making that, but unfortunately didn't. It's looks like
a steal of 4.
So big break there for McCarville, steal of 4. We'll be right back with the 5th in.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby! Arr, ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.
Now we're back at action here. Of course, it was a big steal by McCarville of 4 in that last end. A little bit of bad luck from Jackie McCormick. Almost made that shot, which would have been a great shot, but things just rubbed the wrong way, and you give up that ouch, that'll leave a mark.
That definitely hurt.
That definitely hurt. Thanks to, of course, all the shout-outs in the chat portion of this live streaming. We appreciate it. We have a great time reading where everybody's from. This is almost like an interactive curling game. You people sitting at home, you want to call a shot. Hey, type her in there. Let's hear what your shot would be in this case. And so let's hear all those what do they call them? Armchair skips out there. I know you guys don't miss any at home. So yeah, interact with us. We love it. We love the comments. We love the fact that you're tuning in with us. And we'll start this 5th in down 6-1. McCormick over McCarville playing the 5th.
Well, Jackie's going to have to open up the game now, so she'll be utilizing tapbacks, guards.
Since we're in the subject of people viewing, and Jennifer and Amanda Gates asked me to give a shout out to all the family and friends back in Sudbury watching this game, cheering their locals on. So big shout out to their family and friends down in Sudbury, the other mecca of curlers. Jackie's forced to get some rocks in place and score a big end here, a little bit behind the 8 ball.
And the last chance to come around the corner became short, and Clark was taking advantage of it by drawing another arm around the center gun. to get this in the top 4 area.
Just trying to come around and that's the corner. That's that blue rock in the 4-foot. She's just going to tap that back here. Keep everything in play. And Crystal try to follow suit.
Krista McCarville, she's just happy here to tighten up the scoring area and close off the 4-foot here just by drawing up to the one that was just placed in there.
We're trying to carve that in. Line looks good. Weight looks good. Good shot. Quick line. A little bit lighter than she wanted, but line was good.
When you're down like this and you're trying to score, you have to pull out all the stops and get rocks in play. But you can just see from the screen here how the 4-foot area is getting closed off already, and it's getting smaller and smaller, and it's going to be tough to score here. It's a little late.
Just asking now we can block it off even more, or just asking for block that hole. Top of the rings. So you have to be in the rings.
Now she'll just be happy with plugging the center line off, and I'm afraid Jackie's going to need a bomb to move some of these rocks to open up a path so she gets a shot for 1 point here.
As we mentioned earlier, of course, the ladies' portion of the playdowns is a round-robin affair. These two teams have both undefeated going into this game. So certainly setting themselves up to be one of the top 4, which will then go into a page playoff system. So the main goal, finishing that top 4, get a playoff spot. Anything can happen after that, right?
Absolutely. Trick is just to make the playoff round. Well, that was a great shot. That released that rock off the back, the back of the button there. So
opens things up a little bit. Crystal has to, first, you can't guard everything, so you want to just leave your opposition the harder shot of the bunch. And of course, like you said, Ray, just to make sure you're not scored a big end back again. Just taking a commanding 6-1 lead here. So.
Yes, it's a must score end for McCormick's rink here.
Well, she's got her thinking. As Kendra comes down to discuss the shot, Krista. Plus, we see something else we're looking at. Or just wants clarification.
I'm thinking clarification. I think she just wants to see the shot from both ends, see it in her mind, knows what she has to do. Definitely looking at the guard.
Into a second shot.
This is a situation where I guess no shot's easy, but you play the easy shots as a guard and make your opponent throw the hard shots. So.
There's Jackie's looking now. She's got so much rocks up, so much granite up front. It's hard for her to get anything going. So she's now looking at running this red one back, opening things up a little bit, maybe jiggling things around. Maybe something will open up and she can find a way in there. But like you said, Ray, certainly imperative that she does score something this end.
Right, she has to open the front end up here.
And
you never know. There's red rocks in play. Something may spin in. Like that.
Just like that. And you still got some rocks in play, so not out of the woods yet, but that didn't hurt her one bit. Did free up everything from being locked up in front and overlapping. McCarville quick to put up another guard.
I think she'd like to place this guard probably a little between those two top guards, between all three of those reds, actually, if we're looking at from our right, I guess. That way she'd cut off all the raises with one shot.
Still out there playing on the outside edge a little bit. Now it's coming over. Like you said, Ray, if she can drag it far enough, but no, it's a little bit light, yeah. I think she was earlier thinking if she could get it a little bit further, it does take away that, it does guard the line and take away the race. The angle on the race.
Well, they're looking at a long run back. Red onto red to take that blue off the back four.
Now the tough shots. You're down 6-1 and playing the card. She's not going to give you some easy ones.
No.
You're going to have to earn your way back in here. And certainly it's there.
It's there, but scale of 1 to 10 for difficulty, it's probably 9.5.
It's true. Like I said earlier, both teams are undefeated. McCarville beat Beaudry 12-0 in the one game, 10-0 against Briscoe, and 9-2 win over Westland. McCormick with a 9-8 victory over Burns and a 10-5 victory over Crozier. So Like I said, top 2 teams, both trying to make the playoff spot. One of the top 4. Double raise takeout. If she can toss him. Good weight on that one. Almost ticked it around. Not bad. Good attempt.
Well,
it's tough to get the 2 blue out of there to score big. Sure, Krista's going to cover anything.
Well, she's looking at what she's going to leave Jackie. Jackie's got a couple of reds on the wing, one in each wing that she can drive into the pile or raise into the pile. Krista's going to give her the hard, or leave her the hardest one, let's say. So which one do I cover? So there's a tap up on the center as well. I guess you can't guard them all.
You're going to leave them something. You always got something in this game, today's date. Well, we're way out in the wings for this ice.
I guess McCarville feels that the raise in the wings is the easier one for Jackie, so she's going to try to block that one off. None of them look easy to me.
Bringing it deep now.
Can you come off of that?
No, it just
Little
just stayed out there.
They got it deep enough so you can't come off it. So what is left?
Question to get one.
They're eyeing up another double raise here.
This is just a matter of what Jackie wants to play herself, right? Ray, it's maybe not the one best shot. It's what you feel comfortable with is how you're going to play this. You know, if you don't feel comfortable playing
well, they're all tough.
Yeah.
This is either a double raise to the button or a raise onto the blue and the red flops into the button. It's definitely a tough shot.
Basin 2, down 6-1. Last draw, Jackie McCormick. Wait. Haven't touched it so far. A little bit. Nice angle. Oh, what a great shot! What a great shot! Awesome. We have to applaud that ourselves.
Yes. Hold up hands like that. Hey, that was a called shot.
That was a called shot.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby! Arr! Ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Okay, Nigel. Ready for parlays.
Game on, baby.
Activating single-game parlays for all your favorite sports.
Touchdown!
Nice moves, Nigel.
Unibet, home of all the parlays, home of all the action.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Your chart on this when people are popping in and out.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby! Arr! Ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.
Well, we just had our 5th end break. Back in the action again. And the Gates, going out of Sudbury. With the Gates girls from Sudbury.
Looking to place a guard on the center line so it can't be removed.
And then the Gates, of course, used to play with Team Fleury in 2015. 14 championships she's been at that, so well versed in this level of competition. Sarah Potts, of course, Rick Lang's daughter. 5 hard appearances herself. Obviously, curling in the family here, a lot of these teams, we're looking at Sarah Potts and, of course, Rick Lang and Lorraine Lang's daughter. We know how good those two are.
We've got brothers and sisters and husbands and wives. And
it's almost like a family reunion at some of these events.
So true. Curling is like that. That's how I started. My mom and dad dragged me to the ring.
Yeah, there was either Kenora, Ontario, where we're situated, there was either hockey or fishing or curling, I guess. And
spent many hours at the curling club.
It's interesting to see talk to some of the curlers from different areas and talk about the state of curling from their communities. I know we were talking to Tom Leonard again, the ice maker here, and certainly in Sudbury area, it's going like gangbusters. Tom sounds like he runs everything down in the Sudbury area, and he says, the leagues are just thriving down there. Might be because of the caliber of curlers they're putting out, but it's just interesting to see how the game's growing in these certain areas, and a lot of it's due to some of these curlers that are here today are bringing that back home and trying to get young people involved into this the great game. There's lots of television coverage now, and a lot of these teams in the limelight.
Yeah, a lot of junior curlers and senior curlers, different leagues, happy hour leagues. We have a very successful happy hour league at our club. I was talking to the ice technician Thunder Bay, Brent Anderson, and they have successful stick league curling going on down there. And, they have 30-plus teams drawing and coming into their clubs to play. And matter of fact, in the senior group that I'm playing with now, we have a few players that are playing with sticks as well, and it keeps them in the game.
That's the important part, Ray. You may not be able to physically get down in the hack or make a delivery, but like you said, you can still enjoy the game. You can still participate in the game. So the stick thing is a good thing. Keep people involved.
Might have to get you up to throw the stick soon.
I knew you were leading towards that. I knew you were steering that way.
I need a spare next week.
Well, we just like the previous ends, we got a lot of rocks in play. It's like blue flying 3, a couple red top guards up there.
They want to get one in the top 4 here at least. Got to get behind those staggered guards.
Jackie McCormick's asking for to sink one in behind. Top 4 she's asking for. We're hard online.
Looks a little light, but the guards aren't going to hurt them. They need something to hide behind.
Or pro.
McCarville doesn't like that situation building, and
I
think we're going to see a few of them fly out of there.
It's kind of a group there, and this gives her the opportunity. Let's make some of them go away. Great shot there. At least cleared one off. One went into the rings. And lost her shooter, but it's a little bit more open now. An opportunity for McCormick's team to try to suck another one around there. Top four.
And we're trying the same shots. Crystal's turn. Sweepers are thinking it's all there.
It's a little bit hot. Gets a piece, rubs it over. Just a little bit on the heavy side. Asking for opinions here, either take this one out and possibly roll in there, or just come around.
I think taking it out is for sure. It's just where they want to roll to.
Right.
Roll away from the center, or roll into the center.
Right.
I think they're leaning to rolling out. Yeah, rolling away. You don't want to set up a pocket in there for them to draw to.
Rubs the yellow or red on the side.
That's what they called for.
Line free.
All right, Crystal's going to get another attempt at this. It's going to take a little bit off the weight, and it's a little tougher shot. She's moved it over behind the guards from the first shot.
Must be hoping there for a corner. Corner freeze on it. Only touched it so far. Line looks a little bit better. We just doesn't have the right weight. Going a little bit, it's still a little bit hot this time.
It's heavy again.
It slides a little bit deep. Krista is going to clear that front red one off. Keep it as open as possible. With the hammer, up 6-2. Nice peel off. Now for Rock. And Kendra Lily.
Situation looks a little grim here.
Yeah, not much to hide behind, not much to freeze to. They're so tight, like like she's been doing, is shrinking the house.
Yeah,
It's hard to get any numbers in there when the rings are so small. She's attempting a little bit of a corner peeking out there.
Yeah, she's got to get tight around that top guard, the guard in the 8-foot, and freeze, corner freeze. This is a tough shot.
Light, but they're dragging it. Just a hair light. Looking at peeling that one off. Just looking, I think, at the angle, whether it's going to disturb the front blue one there along with it. And also looking at the jam across the other side.
You're likely going to hit one of those rocks at the back for sure, blue or red. But you're right, you really don't want to move that front blue.
Well, that'll open it up for a freeze there on the top floor. So it almost looks like they're welded on the corner. Let's see what she does. Big weight. Going on it. Does punch it right through. And leaves the blue one. So nice shot. It's still there. As tough as it was last time.
Yes. And about all you can do here is just lay it on top there. Hope it's frozen enough so that you're only giving up one.
Right. By the ice, it's certainly coming a long ways. In the ice giving. The key is not having that right weight. It does most of its curling from log line in. It was a little bit light last time. Hopefully she adjusts here. Got to McCormick, her last rock. They haven't touched it. He said it's up. It's certainly staying out there. That's the key, eh, Ray? Sometimes you get that weight just a little bit hot and you miss that break spot. It just glides over top, and that's what happened there.
You have to give the sweepers a chance. The weight's got to be sweeping weight. It's so hard to just draw to the spot. And the sweepers can carry that rock so far on ice like this.
And I'm sure in her mind, she left the last one just a hair short. So that's probably said, well, I'm going to add a little extra here. And Unfortunately, on P nights like this, a little extra is sometimes
half a second and you're
too
done.
much.
Yeah.
So looks like a free draw for 4. Line looks good. Weight looks like they're placing it. Line looks good. And the beauty. Right before. And that's a game. Make the final. 10-2. McCarville goes to a record of 4-0. And not in bad shape is Jackie McCormick with her record now at 2 wins, 1 loss. So thanks for joining us here at the Kenora Rec Center. We got a full slate of other games that you can tune into, and we gladly hope that you tune into those other games. Some good action going on there. Good crowd. If you can make it down here at the Rec Center, be sure to drop on down. We'd love to see you down here.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
At Unibet, Nigel's taking our casino action to the max.
Hello, Nigel. Maximizing blackjack and top table games.
Deal me in.
Optimizing hundreds of slots with jackpots and coin combos.
Cha-ching, baby!
Arr! Ahoy, matey!
Ooh, lobster mania too. My favourite.
Nigel is my first mate!
I made it say that. Little bit of code.
Unibet, home of all the games, home of all the action.